Hey, Mark Guido here with Grand Adventure, and I'm here with Spencer Siebold. We're going to get a tour of a very unique converted fire truck. What, 1976?
76.
76 fire truck converted into an RV. So stay tuned. As part of our ongoing series to bring you the sights and sounds of the Q24 RV Rally, held in January 2024 in Quartzsite, Arizona, this week we're profiling the conversion of Spencer Siebold's 1976 Ford 800 fire truck into the rally's most unique RV. So Spencer, tell us about your rig here. Let's start with, how did you end up with this thing?
So I was looking for a C-Series chassis, wanted to make a really retro Airstream or some sort of Spartan on the back. While I was digging around, finding just enormous prices for the old C-Series. While digging around, my wife said, you should look into fire apparatus because they're well maintained and they sell them at auction for usually a lot less than you'd think. So while digging online, I ran across this and found this 1976 fire rescue truck that had already been converted into an RV. It was a ad that was expired. There was no phone number, no email address. I spent about a week digging the internet until I found a phone number. Called the guy. He didn't pick up. I left him a message. 2 days later, called me back and said, "Hi, I'm calling you about the fire truck." I'm like, "Please tell me you still have it." He's like, "I still have it." I'm like, "Please tell me you still want to sell it." He's like, "I still want to sell it." So we went from there, and I flew to Indiana with my buddy Johnny, and we jumped in this thing and drove it 2,200 miles in 3 days, and it ran like a top, and we had almost no problems with the thing.
Well, it is too cool. So this is a 76 Ford
C800.
C800. So let's talk about the powertrain here.
Powertrain is a Caterpillar 3208. It's a 10-liter diesel engine. It makes a whopping 200 horsepower and 700 foot-pounds of torque. It'll do 70 on the freeway, but when you come to a hill, it comes to a crawl going up it. It weighs 19,000 pounds, and I'm getting a whopping 10 miles per gallon out of it.
That's actually not bad.
No. The biggest drawback is I have a 25-gallon gas tank, so it doesn't go very far before I need to put gas in it.
Understood. Well, why don't you give us a tour?
Absolutely. So I've got a lot of cabinetry on the outside that some of it's been utilized as living space, but a lot of it is still just usable for storage. I've got my propane tank, extra lines, easy ups, brooms, flags. Kind of a big nerd, so I've got all my tin, everything's metal, so everything's just on magnets.
That's too cool.
Everything.
That is too cool.
I added a stove, but pretty much a lot of this is original to the way I bought it. I've got a, standard RV fridge and freezer, big size freezer. I've added some extra lighting for doing
mood lighting.
Some mood lighting. I've got a full size bed. A lot of stuff was diamond plate in here, and I ended up covering the diamond plate with carpet, and that made the temperature come up at night 20 degrees.
Sure, no, I can believe it.
At least. Added some extra shelving, some flip-up tables that, pop up.
Yep.
I keep just a little
buddy heater.
I've got the sink with the pull-down, added some shelving and lights for this, too, so when you're washing, you got lights.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This is just too cool.
Yeah.
And very unique. I bet you get a lot of attention on the road.
Every time I stop at a gas station, everywhere I stop, people are like, "Is this really an RV? And can I see inside?" Absolutely.
How many tours a day are you giving on average?
Well, when I'm out and about, it's at least 3 or 4 people stopping me wanting to see this. But Ventura County has a no RV ordinance that you're not supposed to park on the street.
Okay.
I was parked for a year in front of my house and nobody bothered me. I had one of the volunteers and policing guys show up, and I was like, "Here we go. We're going to have the guy say, you can't park this on the street."
Right.
He comes around, window down. "Hey, is this really an RV?" "Sure is." "Can I see inside?" So the cop got out. I gave him a tour. He jumped in his car and left, and I had never seen him since. So
So where do you travel with this thing?
I will travel, work permitting, as far as I can. This is
Sure.
about my reach of distance. I've made it is
Okay.
quartzite.
Okay.
But I all around my local mountains, out to the beach.
Sure.
I'm all over the place locally. And I
What?
take it to Cars and Coffees and car shows, and I do parades in it, and anywhere I can take this, I will.
Well, this is seriously cool, and I think our viewers are going to get a kick out of this. Let's take a walk around the outside, and you can show me the other features.
Yes, sir. So again, he converted, the guy I bought it from, Rich, did a fantastic job. He's got a water heater. I got a black tank that he put in. I got ladders and screens and all kinds of fun stuff in these. A lot of the bins, again, were reused as living quarters. Like this is the bathroom, and you got,
Yep.
a little bit of storage down below, and black tanks, but
it's largely taken up by the bathroom. Yeah, sure.
right. We got water tanks on board, and I've got at least 40 gallons of water in this thing, and my gray tank in here as well. This is also kind of living space been taken up, but I've got like floor space underneath, and I can keep all my tools and leveling stuff under here.
Sure. I love the mural you've got up
That
there.
is the owner's residence in Indiana.
Oh, no kidding.
The original call letters for the fire department are underneath this, and he was having trouble removing them. So he just took a giant picture of his property and pasted it over the letters.
Very interesting.
And then when I need power, I've got a 4,000
Nice. Got an onboard on in.
onboard. And then on my other side, I've got all my batteries and barbecues.
Sure.
We'll look at in a minute. But again, being a fire rescue truck, I've got just a great setup in here for cruising along in this thing.
That is the bomb. That is absolutely the bomb.
Yes, sir. But it went through several fire companies. One of them,
Sure, you can still
Little-
see the
Little
letters.
Miami Fire Rescue, and then there was Fairfax, like Midson Place
Okay.
Fire Rescue.
Any idea where those were?
Ohio.
Okay.
Little Miami is in Ohio. I'm not sure about the Fairfax. I haven't
Gotcha.
looked them up, but then before it was red, some of these spots you could see that it was a fluorescent yellow as well. So
Oh, wow.
they
Yeah.
changed it, and it had been through other fire companies as well, but God knows how many at that point.
Sure.
And then this is one of my other really large cabinets, and I've got my Blackstone, extra tables, a gas barbecue in case,
Nice. Your batteries down there.
gassy battery, and I've got 3 of these 100 amp hour lead acids,
Yep.
which I'd like to go to lithium ion at some point, but
Sure. Yeah, it's not cheap.
no, I can't quite stomach the cost.
No, I don't blame you.
This is the backside of where the refrigerator is at, in case you
Sure.
ever need to access the back of the fridge, which
That's convenient.
yeah. And then my last compartment houses my little charcoal barbecue, trash cans, and 2 tables and all my chairs.
You got a ton of storage with these cabinets.
Absolutely.
You really do.
Everything is heavy duty steel cabinets, and you don't have to worry about breaking anything.
Stay tuned to Grand Adventure, for we'll be bringing you additional episodes from the Q24 RV Rally in coming weeks. Well, Spencer, thank you very much for giving us a tour of this unique rig. One last question. Does it have a name?
Large March,
That is
for those who
perfect.
are familiar with
Yeah,
Pee Wee Herman.
absolutely. That's perfect. Well, we really thank Spencer for the opportunity to bring you along and tour Large Marge. If you like this episode, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, that's where you'll find the comment section, where we always love to hear from you after each and every Grand Adventure, which we premiere every Wednesday evening. We'd be honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. But if you're not yet a Grand Adventurer yourself, now is the perfect time for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen and ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a Grand Adventure. So until next Wednesday, please remember life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you soon. And Spencer, we hope to see you out on the road.
Hopefully.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.